Hey guys, so this part of the collection is just going to be me brainstorming on where to go, and updating you on the change from the last video. So the last video, I said we were going to go to a comic book store. I decided to go with eBay. I feel like you can get more money on eBay. It's a little more work. You don't just drive to the comic book store, let them see your stuff that you got, and then get an offer. But you make more money. So I'm going to show you what we have some of it didn't sell on eBay. I think that was 2 issues. Excuse me. The first issue would be this really good condition Richard Dragon Kung Fu Fighter #1, which I think Bernie Wrightson did the artwork on this. Didn't sell for whatever reason. And then the New Mutants 100, which I think is the first appearance of the X-Force. But, it might be good that this didn't sell because I think, I know the X-Force was in Deadpool 2, which was kind of not as good as Deadpool 1, but now that Deadpool 3 is coming out, they might make the X-Force bigger, or they might make a movie about the X-Force or something at some point. Some of these I decided to keep because I looked up sold listings and they weren't going for enough, and they were just too cool to not have in the collection, like this. Awesome Venom cover. This was just in too rough a shape, and it didn't go for a whole lot, even in good shape. Just not enough for me to part with it, and you have to take into account if your stuff isn't in good shape, you're going to get people griping about it on eBay. There's just some random ones that really didn't go for a lot, like Justice League. I'm a big Justice League fan. This one's a #1, but I don't know that I looked it up. I was actually going to give it to someone, but they didn't want it. I thought they would. This was in No Way Home, and it didn't go for a whole lot. This scene, this storyline is in No Way Home, but it just didn't do it for me as far as what the price was going for and what I'd have to pay for shipping. This one goes for a little bit, but it was a pretty cool cover, and I just didn't think it would sell. I didn't think it would go for a whole ton. This is a Swamp Thing. It's Alan Moore, so I decided to pick it up. Again, this was all from the dollar finds at the storage unit. Beowulf #1. Starman #1. This one's cool. I love the cover. Contest of Champions #1. We're going to put that back into the collection. Maximum Carnage #1. Beat Up 61, number 61 of Justice League. 63, Justice League. Some of these I already showed, but we decided not to sell them, and I'm going to put them back into the collection. So this one I didn't sell. Neither did I sell number 92. I didn't sell 256 of Justice League. This one surprisingly didn't go for a whole lot either, so it's a cool cover. I'm going to keep it. Man-Bat #1 didn't really go for a whole lot. This one didn't go for a whole lot either. Iron Man #102. And one of my favorite covers, the Spook Batman. I don't know what number it is though. 252. And the heavy hitter that I'm going to talk about, as far as like what I would do if I found this condition of book, Miss Marvel #1. Now, if you look close, there's some damage. It's kind of hard to see. It's like right up there. See how it's kind of torn? But if you're like me, I'm not saying you are, but if you're like me and you don't mind some damage and you just appreciate the artwork, makes a great reader copy. I mean, you could get doubles of this if you sold off some of your other collection and were real good with your money, but and if you were committed to digging through everything. So, what am I going to talk about from here? Now that I showed, those were all the books that we're going to put back into the collection. I might, depending on how I feel, I might actually just not upload what I'm talking about right now, and I'll just edit in what I sold, how much I got, things like that. But I have to take into account, and you'll have to take into account, that you're going to make mistakes. Now, going right to the comic book shop, if that's a mistake to you, you'll have to decide. If you sell on eBay, you might make mistakes like I did. I put reserves on some stuff, and I got listing fees for stuff that never even sold. I didn't know eBay did that. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I should have did more research. But everybody makes mistakes. So at the end of the $20 game collection, I will have to give myself a $28 penalty fee, if you want to call it that, because I went $8 over. I've spent $28 on all the comics, so it's a $20 it's a $20 comic book collection. So you have to account for the fact that I spent too much, so I take a little bit off, and then I racked up $20 in reserve fees. A reserve fee is you will only take so much for something, and if it doesn't sell, you still pay $5 for listing that on the site. Now, if your thing does sell, you can still make money, and then you pay a little bit for having that reserve on there. Sometimes you get lucky, most of the time you don't. I've sold other things on eBay before, and I sold a Warlock 9, one of the ones from the dollar books that I got, and that paid for most of it. But then I listed some records and they didn't sell, and I had a reserve, so that's another $5, so that's $20, and then $8, so $28. If you get doubles, like I said, keep a beat up copy so you have it to read and enjoy, then get a nicer copy, and then if you get a really good copy, sell it, keep the other two. What else did I want to talk about? I will make another video about eBay and how much I made off of it, and deduct it all, and then show you the funds that I have left. Sorry, I might have to splice this. And I showed you all the ones that I'm putting into the collection. So if you like this video, please leave a like down below, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.